Good morning guys and welcome back. So today we're going to be building a table for the back tailgate of the Jeep. Now there's so many different tables out there you can buy. You can buy them off eBay, you can buy them off Amazon, and they're all around about $70 to $100 for the ones you can buy. And they look pretty good, I must admit. But we try and do this as cheap as possible, and realistically the cheapest way I can possibly do this is about $20. $20 is the cheapest way, and that's using recycled materials that I've used before. What I'll be using is the actual table is recycled flooring that I've used before. Now I've got this flooring 100% free off Facebook. Just have a look, people are giving this stuff away no cost at all. So this is what the flooring looks like. That will be the front of it. We'll be putting the drinks and the barbecue and stuff like that, but the back of it is sort of ugly. It looks like that. It's not so nice. So what I've done, I've actually Rap-The-Lined it, just a spray on Rap-The-Line, sanded it back, and it's nice black finish. So that's what I'm using as the table itself. So the parts you'll be needing to install this, there's so many different ways you can do this. I've tried to do it as cheap as possible and as easy as possible for you guys at home if you guys want to do it yourself. So minimal tools, minimal effort, minimal time spent. So what I'll be using as the bracket to connect the table to the tailgate is just a universal hinge system. Just a universal hinge system that you can buy from, well, I bought this from Bunnings. It's $9.20 or something like that. You can get various lengths. This is about 610 millimeters. You can get ones that I think that's going to work perfectly. It goes about 40%. It goes about 70% of the door, which is going to be perfect. You can get longer ones and cut it down, but that's more time. That's more just stuffing around. So there's a lot of different ways you can actually attach the hinge to the back of the door. One, you could drill multiple holes down the bottom but what if you don't like it and you want to get rid of it, or you want to change it for something else and you've got all these holes down the bottom? So I was watching another YouTuber and he actually recommended Gorilla Tape. Now this stuff is adhesive on both sides, and apparently it's really strong. So you're probably thinking tape's not going to last very long, it's just going to come straight apart when you try and put weight on that table. It's not going to work. Apparently this is going to hold up to 13.61 kilos. And I don't know about you, but I don't plan on putting any more than say 10 kilos of weight on this table. It's kind of to hold beers, maybe a camping barbecue. That's about it, not any more than 10 kilos. So that's going to hold up just perfect. And to help it swing down and stay completely level, I've seen the eBay ones and Amazon ones, they use like a steel wire, but I don't have any steel wire here. But I've got like a little black bungee cord that I'll be using, and luckily enough, to save time drilling holes, the table is going to come to about here. Someone use these vents here. Just loop around there, tie it off, burn it off, and then just drill a hole through the top part of the table, thread it through, burn it off, should be good to go. So, why not? Let's get started. Alright, so let's get it mounted on this table. So lucky I've got this nifty table to work off. First step will be mounting this bracket. So all I'm going to do is actually come up just about 5 centimeters or so. I've kind of there it is there. All I've done is set it up to where I'm about happy with it. I can see that I need to come up a couple centimeters just to leave room for that bracket. And step one will be mounting that to the tailgate. So I've got nifty new tape, very strong Gorilla Tape. We've got the tape mounted on the bracket itself. Now it's got an adhesive side, got an adhesive back on there. All you got to do is peel that off, and then we can start sticking it to the tailgate itself. What I might do just to clean it up a bit, see there's a lot of overhang there, I might just go through with the knife and just cut that off. Alright, so I've actually just gone along very simply and just made a nice incision, just nice and flat. And the stuff I've actually cut off, I put back on the roll so I can reuse it later if I want to do something else. So let's mount it on. So I'm just going to go up a couple centimeters, about there. So all we've got to do is peel the backing off the adhesive plate. Simple. Get it nice and lined up. Come up a little bit. And the best thing about this, because you're using tape, if you don't like the position of it or you want to change it, you can just peel it off, get some more tape, and redo it. Make sure it's stuck down nice and well. That looks pretty good, eh? Alright, so it's time to mount the table to the bracket. So to try and get it nice and level, well, not nice and level yet, I've just got this chair, and just put a towel on it, so I kind of got up to the right height. Let me grab my drill. So this is probably one of the only parts of the project that, apart from drilling the holes for the bungee cord to go in, for it to swing down, this is the only time you'll be doing any drilling at all. So the bracket that I bought from Bunnings comes with its own nuts, own screws. You can use other ones if you want, but just use what they give us. So lucky I've got the back of the Jeep that I can use as well. Get that nice and close. Kind of lined up. We'll be lining it up on both sides, as I've said before, just coming in a little bit to leave a little bit of a gap. So we'll do one side, we'll do this side first, and we'll come along to this side. It's nice enough. We can go along and do the middle. Alright, so we've got that connected now. I haven't put in all the screws yet, just in case I want to change it up. But I'm pretty happy with that. The only thing I don't really like at the moment is that the screws, because the timber is a little bit thinner, they've actually busted through the bottom a little bit. It's not the biggest deal in the world. I could change it up, drill it all the way through, and have a nut and bolt system running across. Might do that in the future, or just change to a bigger piece of wood if need be. That's the beauty of having the bracket there and the tape, that I can just change it whenever I want. So you might be thinking, how's that staying up? So there's a few different ways you could probably do this. You could use a magnet, you could use anything really, but luckily my wife has some Velcro left over from putting up a curtain to make the room dark for our baby. So all I've done is just got adhesive on both on one side, just like tape. Just put one on the door and one on the table, and it sits up fine. I might change it later on because I'm not sure if it's actually going to come down when you're out forward driving. At the moment it seems to be alright. I can add a few more across because they're not permanent, you can always change them. So the next thing will be is installing the bungee cord from the vent down to this table here. So what I think I'll do, I'll try and loop it through the vent first, and then I can work out the length I need, well, pretty much work out the angle I need to have it on, drill my hole, and tie it through. So let me thread it through first, and then we can do the process of working out how long we need it to be. Alright, so we've got it through. It's a little bit difficult. All I did was thread it through the top one. Actually use a drill bit and just kind of scooped it under the bottom, and I've just tied it off. So probably I will end up cutting that and then burning the tip, so it's not going to come undone in the future. So pop you back on the tripod. There. Perfect then. So now we'll probably drill that hole out from there. We can thread this line through, figure out the angle we need, tighter from the bottom, and away we go. Alright, so we've drilled the hole, try to make it as tight as possible so it looks nice and neat. So I've got it through, I can kind of adjust it up, and all I do is make a little loop there. I want it a bit further down, I can just kind of adjust it like so. Nothing's ever permanent. Does that look level to you guys? Does that look level, Bailey? Might want to go down just a little bit. Now all these sort of things you kind of do at home is trial and error, because nothing's out of the book. Nobody's giving you instructions to do it. We're just playing it by ear. It looks too far down now. It looks pretty nice and flat, eh? Looks good. And then, nice and tight. What do you reckon? 60-degree angle maybe? Woohoo! Not bad at all, eh? Voila. Alright, so it's done. It's pretty awesome. A couple things I got to touch up just because when I enjoyed the hole for that, it's kind of just busted the timber out and chipped it down there, which isn't too big a deal. I got heaps of wrapped liner here. Really happy with the way this turned out. What do you guys reckon? If you're happy with the way that this has turned out, please leave a comment. Or other projects you'd like me to do. I need to sort a couple things out with the engine. Nothing major, but that'll probably be next week's video. So make sure you guys subscribe to stay up to date with how-to videos and just me working on my Jeep in the cheaper way. Really like that. Really happy with the way that turned out. So, got a drink just to make sure it works. That's actually not too bad. Beach Blend Rockstar. So, chilling at the beach. Waves crashing in the background. Nice little table sitting there. Easy pack up, pack down. So when I'm out camping and stuff like that, I like things to be nice and simple. I don't like too much stuff that I've got to pack up and pack down just to get in the way. So I think having this is attached to the Jeep. It's always going to be there no matter what. When you're done, just fold it up. When you want it to use it, fold it down. Easy as. Really happy with the way it's turned out. I need to change a few things, just touch it up a little bit. Retie this just so it's a little bit tighter. Cut that bottom section off, burn the tip of it so it's never going to come off unless I cut it off. But so final price, bracket was $9.20, came with screws, nice and cheap, and then the tape was about $10.20, so just under $20 all up. Recycled a few things as well, which is always good. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, the like button, and I'll see you guys next week.